What's going on, everyone? CameronBlazeIt here, welcoming you to GSL Season 4, Week 4 and 5. Today, first of all, I am the coach of the San Antonio Salandits, and today, we are taking on the coaches of the London Loudred, Thunderlight, or something like that. Yeah, London Loudred and the Dallas Starmy, both of which are doing pretty good this season. To start off, we're going against the London Loudred, who bring their Azelf, their Gengar, their Empoleon, their Kyurem, Hitmontop, and Diggersby, as we bring a Specs, Exploud, a Sash Swords Dance, what's it called? Zoroark. We bring Life Orb, Superior, we bring Stealth Rocks, on our, what's it called? Not Hitmontop. Stealth Rocks on our Fortress. Bring Life Orb Chomp and pivoting, especially bulky Rotom Heat. Now, possible leads I was predicting on his end were the Azelf and the Hitmontop. Possible Diggersby as well. Diggersby has a pretty good matchup against us, but Zoroark just like 6-0s him, so we're going to need to play careful around it. So, leave a like if you are new, if you are enjoying this GSL season. Yeah, we're almost caught up. We gotta get to week 9 before I play it, hopefully. And if not, we'll combine it with week 8. So, and then playoffs will be here. So yeah, assuming we make playoffs, we're 1-2 right now with a 0 differential. Lost weeks 1 and 3, so we're 1-2 with 0 differential. Won week 2 though, so we're fine. So yeah, I'm gonna leave my Rotom as it pretty much pivots freely around his team and has an HP Ice for the Diggersby, and we can any hit from the Diggersby. So yeah, here we go. Let's go. So I'm gonna leave 420 Bake-It, team mascot, as he leads Azelf. So this is like a free Volt Switch, and he goes to his Kyurem. I'm not too surprised there. We're gonna get this Volt Switch off, and we're gonna go to our Zoroark disguised as Garchomp. This is exactly what I wanted. We're gonna set up the Swords Dance. And he's going to go for Ice Beam, thinking we're a Garchomp. We're going to drink it because Zoroark is bulky, but we're going to get frozen. Oh my god. Which means we can't low kick. We can't kill this thing with low kick now. He goes to his Hitmontop. Low kick plus knockoff would kill this thing, surprisingly. We're going to get frozen, which sucks. He's going to click Earthquake. Luckily, we are immune to that. I'm going to fire off a Volt Switch, and we're going to get a crit, which doesn't really matter, as you can see the way it plays out. Just watch. We're gonna go to we're gonna go to Fortress, and we're gonna see no item. I don't know what item this is. I never knew. So he's gonna go for Close Combat again, as I'm gonna set up my rocks actually. I almost clicked Gyro Ball, but it's all good. He's gonna Rapid Spin here. I almost predicted that and went for another thing of rocks, but I'm just gonna Volt Switch out. Get some nice chip damage, and we're gonna go to our Superior and get a free Leaf Storm off. As you can see, we're gonna get our free Leaf Storm and take a Life Orb hit. We forgot to make it shiny, so it's bad luck. Just happens. He's gonna go to Kyurem, and Kyurem can live a Dragon Pulse at this range, so I'm gonna have to swap here if it's max HP. I was thinking he was Assault Vest this entire time. He's gonna go for Ice Beam, get a crit, and kill our Fortress. Doesn't matter because Fortress would have died anyway. But I actually go to Garchomp here, and I click Dragon Claw as it hits everything on his team except for Empoleon. Empoleon dies to EQ, and Gengar just drops. So fun times, fun times. He's going to go to Azelf, which tells me he has the Ice Beam or Ice Punch, so I'm going to have to swap to our Rotom Heat, our best swap into this Azelf. And as you can see, Ice Punch does literally 5 damage, so I predict the Diggersby here and go for HP Ice. I felt like the Volt Switch is really obvious. He sets up his rocks and goes for Zen Headbutt. We take it, so I fire off a Volt Switch, does 53%, which is really nice. So I'm going to go to Exploud, aka Zoroark, and I'm going to click Sucker Punch to try to kill this thing, but we're frozen again. That was literally my only play, which really sucks, because this thing should be dead. And now we're going to have to take damage on our Exploud, which I don't want, except for he swaps. Don't know why. But he swaps, just preserve it, go for Boom Burst. It does 53% to an Empoleon, which is wild. All I have is Boom Burst and Focus Blast on this Exploud. For good reason too. He goes to Diggersby. I want to scout out what set this is. He goes for Return, and it's going to OHKO us, and yeah, I don't know what set this is still. So I'm going to have to go to Garchomp, which is Life Orbed. And Earthquake should kill, but it's actually not. Doesn't, I miscalced. And he goes for Agility, bro. This thing's going to destroy me. He's going to go for Earthquake, which tells me he was actually sashed the way he agility'd there. But we're going to live his Earthquake, die to Life Orb. And now it is 2-2. We have chance. So he goes to Azelf as I go into Rotom Heat. I basically have to sack this. This is where the freeze matters because we could have killed the Kyurem and not taken damage on our superior. But we're going to fire off a Leaf Storm here. Take the Ice Punch barely, just barely living. Leaf Storm comes off. We get to +2. This is where the also freeze matters because the Kyurem would be low enough to where this Dragon Pulse would kill. And it's actually not because he's a Bond Berry. So with the low kick and the Dragon Pulse, we would have won this match 0-0, assuming everything played out the way it should have. But Zoroark, I felt like, had a really good matchup, and it got frozen for no reason, dude. The Zoroark just it should not have been treated like that. It should not have been treated like that. He got bullied for no reason. He just wanted to set up a sword stance in front of a Kyurem, and he did that, and then he died for it. So, whatever. We lose 1-0. We're now 1-3, which really sucks. 1-3, -1 differential. Probably, like, the best differential for being -1, if I'm going to be honest. Actually, the best you can have is +6, where you win 6-0, and then you lose all your matches 0-0. But, you know what I mean. The most realistic. Anyways, we're going to go to our second battle versus Agai, coach of the Dallas Starmies. He brings his Mega Alakazam, his Excadrill, his Tyranitar, his Tapu Bulu, his Dragalge, and Keldeo, as we bring our 4-attacking Gallade, our Flame Charge SD, I brought a very offensive team, Flame Charge SD, Marowak, SD Garchomp, Life Orb Superior, Scarf Crobat to outspeed his entire team, and Hazards on Fortress with Earthquake for the Excadrill suite. So, thing we gotta do, keep this thing alive. That's it. That's all we gotta do. Keep Fortress alive at max health, get this thing chip damage, and we're okay. Excadrill won't sweep us. So, things he can lead with. Tyranitar for sure, because to get his rocks up. Possibly Dragalge with Toxic Spikes, or even Alakazam just to get a big hit off. So I'm gonna lead our Gallade, as it matches up very well against his team. It OHKOs his entire team, actually, except for the Mega Alakazam, which after SD, I don't know if we run SD. Do we run SD? No, we don't. I think it's just like 4 attacks, but we have the Shadow Sneak, I think. So we're going to lead our Gallade. Pimp is out here doing his thing as he actually leads Dragalge, and he's going to actually leave it in. I guess he was predicting us to SD, like set up against it, but I was not about to let that thing get a free kill, so I just killed him turn 1. He goes Alakazam, and I want him to trace my, I predict a Calm Mind here, so he traces my Contrary, and he's just going to Side Shock. Which, I mean, we could have made a play there, but this thing has Contrary, so it can't set up. So he's going to Side Shock and just, like, kill me. I'm okay with that, because now we go to Fortress and set up rocks for free. Or we can Volt Switch. He actually Calm Minds either way. He makes a misplay and Calm Minds. Which gives me a free swap into Crobat, which, I mean, it's Choice Scarf. He doesn't know it's Choice Scarf. But we click U-turn, predicting him to go to, or I click U-turn. And we're going to swap on out of there. So I'm going to go into my Gallade and get a free kill, basically. Drain Punch is going to come off and knock this thing out. So it's pretty lit. And he goes to Excadrill on this turn. He's going to go to Excadrill. And I do not want him to set up against me, as it's exactly what he does. And I'm going to go for a Drain Punch. And he's sashed. Bro, he's sashed. That's scary. But luckily we prepped for this. He's going to Earthquake kill us. I'm okay with this, because now we go to our panic button, which is the Fortress with the Earthquake. He's going to go for Earthquake, and we're going to slurp it up like it's a breakfast. It does 67%, and we're going to kill him. Really lit, you know. He's not Life Orb. Exactly what we needed to do. He's going to go to Keldeo. I'm going to let my Fortress die as Crobat wins. It just wins. Like, nothing on his team can live a Brave Bird. I'm going to go to Crobat, and I'm going to click Brave Bird. He doesn't know we're Scarf still, because that was against a Keldeo, which isn't faster than us. He might think we're Banded, but it is okay, because he goes to his Alakazam. He's going to trace our Infiltrator. He thinks he's safe. JK, we have the Brave Bird. Now, he's going to go to Bulu, and Bulu can actually live this if it's max HP. but if it's max HP, it then dies to Garchomp on the next turn, so we are okay. We're going to click Brave Bird. It's going to crit. He tells me he's max HP, and I'm like, well, Garchomp won. So the only difference is we'd be at +1 differential instead of +2. So, my bad. Garchomp still had the match in its hands because it did have Poison Jab, and doesn't outspeed us, so not much you can do there. Yeah, and Marowak lives any hit, by the way, because it's actually kind of, yeah, actually Marowak outspeeds, too, if you think about it. We ran max speed Marowak, so we had that match no matter what, unless he's, like, got the leftover, I don't know. Well, that's week 4 and 5. We went from 1 and 3, or 1 and 2, to now 2 and 3 at week 5. So, thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed, please hit that like button down below. Week 6 and 7 will be soon. Hopefully we can come out with some more wins, because I don't like being in the losing column. It's not my thing, you feel? So, yeah, let me get about. Hope you guys have a blazing, amazing day. Hit that like button, subscribe if you're new. Love you guys. I'm out. Bye.